A dashboard environment may not always have enough space available to add a chart that shows trending. In these cases, icon sets, symbols, and data bars are ideal replacements, enabling you to visually represent the overall trending without taking up a lot of space. In this worksheet, we have a table with 50 companies, their countries, and a number of employees for each one. We will create a combination of data bars, icon sets, and special fonts to emphasize key metrics visually. I want to compare the ranks with these two columns. Let's get started with data bars. Data bars fill each cell you are formatting with mini bars in varying lengths, indicating the value in each cell relative to the other formatted cells. Excel essentially takes the largest and smallest values in the selected range and calculates the length for each bar. Highlight the first cells from D2 to D51. The easiest way is to click Conditional Formatting button and then select from the data bars a gradient fill that you prefer. That's it. Our in-cell chart is ready. If you want more detail, for example, to choose the lowest and highest value or bar appearance, then you can select the Manage Rules and edit the rules. Now let's create in this column some indicators. Click on the F2 cell. I will insert an if function that puts one of the rankings of this year has improved. If it's not changed at all, I'll put a 0. And if it's a negative function, then I'll put -1. After that, I'll take the result of the if function and work with conditional formatting. Okay, let's see the steps one by one. Go to the F2 cell and start typing equal if parenthesis A2 equals to E2, then put 0, otherwise if A2 greater than E2, then put -1, otherwise put 1. Close all parentheses and enter. Copy the formula all the way down and look at the results. Cell F3, for example, is 0 because both ranks are the same. But cell F4 is 1 because the rankings of this year are better than the ranking of last year. Now highlight all of the cells from F2 to F51. Click the Conditional Formatting button, New Rule, and select this rule type. Format all cells based on their values. From Format Style, choose Icon Sets. Icon sets are sets of symbols that are inserted in each cell that you are formatting. Excel determines which symbols to use based on the value in each cell relative to other formatted cells. The icon style I prefer is this. When the value is greater than 0, it gives a green icon. When it is less than or equal to 0, and greater than or equal to 0, in other words, when it's 0, it puts in a yellow icon. And when it's less than 0, it puts a negative sign. Also, check the Show Icon Only. I don't want both icons and numbers. Press OK, and we are ready. You can imagine why icon sets would be better on a dashboard than simply color variances. Icons and shapes do much better jobs of conveying your message, especially when the dashboard is printed in black and white. The last step is to use special fonts or symbols in column G. It's an alternative method of conditional formatting. I will use 3 characters from Wingdings, 3 fonts, an up arrow for positive change, a down arrow for negative change, and a double-headed arrow for no change at all. I will use the results from column F to determine which character I will use an if function with to help us achieve it. But how can I decide which character I will use? Go to an empty cell, select Insert tab, Symbol. Check that the font is Wingdings 3 and insert this. this, and this symbol. If you want to see the actual symbols, change the font to Tahoma and notice how the hash symbol is now the up arrow. The dollar symbol is the down arrow, and the number 1 is the double-headed arrow. Now I'm ready to type my formula. Go to cell G2 and start typing. Equal if parenthesis F2 equals to 1, then puts in the hash. Otherwise, if F2 equals to -1, then put the dollar sign. Otherwise, if it's equal to 0, put 1. Copy the formula, and select from the Home tab the Wingdings 3 font. Make them bold and our visual indications are ready. This is just one of the ways to use symbols in your reporting. With this basic technique, you can insert symbols to add visual appeals to tables, pivot tables, formulas, or any other object that you can think of. So, using icon sets, data bars, and symbols provides a nice visual element, allowing for an at-a-glance view of which markets are up, down, or flat over the previous month. Thanks for watching.